Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with an untraditional review. So, as you probably know from watching my videos, I don't give everything like an extreme love or anything like that. I tell you whether or not I like it and why I may or may not like it. So in this video, I'm actually going to go over 10 fragrances that I owned and then either sold or gifted to somebody for one reason or another. Not all because I didn't like them, but as you know, I don't like to make my collection too big. I am at 100 fragrances. I want to stay at 100 fragrances. Whenever I'm at that and I want to buy more, I either sell or give something. I don't want to have an insane amount because I'm never going to use them. And I actually like my fragrances, so I want to wear them. So without further ado, these aren't rated in any particular order, mostly in the order that I got rid of them in, so here we go. The first one's going to be Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP. And I know a ton of you guys probably love this one, and I thought I was going to love it because I really like that cherry pipe tobacco. So I purchased that one, and I tried it, and for some weird reason, I could not get that one to last on my skin for longer than, I would say, about 10 minutes. Now, it's the new packaging, the one that doesn't have the that frame on the outside. Hold on. So the new packaging of Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP doesn't have the outside. It used to have like this beige color on the outside instead of this white one, but the new one on the outside is just fully clear, just the color of the bottle. So at first I thought it was a fake, but then I noticed, okay, this is just how they look now. It smelled okay. It didn't have the cherry pipe tobacco scent that I wanted, and projection was really bad. It had a little bit of sillage, but I couldn't get it to kind of stay on my skin even as a skin scent for longer than 30 minutes. So for me, it didn't work for me. So I got rid of that one. Again, maybe it's just my skin chemistry. I'm sure a lot of people have had a different thing with that. I mean, I sometimes will get really good performance on some things. Some things work horribly off my skin. I mean, really bad. Next. So the next one that I decided that I just couldn't keep was also because of performance issues. You guys know how that is. It was Missoni Parfum Pour Homme. So I bought a small bottle of that one, the 50 ml, and it was like, I know it used to be cheaper, but the small bottle was like $30, which is not bad, it's pretty good. But no one ever smelled it on me. It was a really nice fragrance. And I would say longevity was okay, not great. Probably like 5-6 hours, which is honestly not bad. But no one ever smelled it on me, and I would have to bring my hand really close to my nose to be able to smell it. And for me, so basically that would have been $60 for 100 ml. That's not really worth it. And I now have something that smells really similar to it, Armaf Shades Blue. And performance is, I would say, a little bit better on the Armaf. But the Armaf I paid like $17 for 100 ml. So I had to get rid of that one. Next. Alright, so I know Frank Olivier gets a ton of good reviews. They're awesome cheapies. And the first one out of that line that I bought was Frank Olivier Oud Touch. And I could barely tell you how it smells because there is an ingredient that I'm pretty allergic to in the entire line of Frank Olivier. So not only did I have to get rid of Oud Touch, I had to get rid of Sun Java Rose Oud, and I think it's called Frank Olivier Amber or something, which kind of smells good, but that one still gives me that kind of burn in my nose. So I actually sold 3 of them and gifted 1 of them. I wanted to like that one so badly because you know I love a good cheapie. I mean, I bring you cheapie lists all the time, but man, I just couldn't wear it. So that was that. Next. Alright, so don't be angry at me for this one. This one is the cheapest of the cheap. But I actually had to get rid of my bottle of Nautica Voyage. Not because I didn't like it, because Nautica Voyage is a really pleasant fragrance, but because I didn't have any use for it. Like, I have a ton of citrus fragrances, I have a ton of fragrances that I can wear at the gym, and all of those fragrances do a little bit more than Voyage does. And don't get me wrong, it smells great and it's an awesome top shelf cheapie, but a lot of times when I go to the gym, really what I want to wear is like Versace Mano Fraiche or something in that category. A lot of times I wear L'Homme Ideal cologne. I even wear Guerlain Homme EDP with the Mojito note. It's just, I have so many that have more character than Voyage, and because I have so many bottles, there was really no need for that one. And there was the birthday of a child who was turning 10, and I was like, this is something I can give him where if he does overspray, no one's gonna be too upset. So I gifted that one. Next. All right, so this next one is from a house that I actually really enjoy, but I ended up gifting this one, and it's Armaf Train Nuit. The fragrance is pleasant. However, every time I wore it, people, like just random people, not frag heads or anything like that, would tell me I smelled like pool water, and I don't necessarily want people to have that association with me and one of the oldest fragrances in history that we can remember, right? I tend to dress a little bit more modern, and dressing very modern and then smelling like someone's grandfather, it didn't go hand in hand for me. So I actually gave it to a 16-year-old for his birthday, and he's crushing it with Armaf Train Nuit. It did not work for me. Next. All right, you guys already know I got rid of this one, and I know everyone loves it, but it just didn't do it for me. And again, a lot of these are cheapies, and you'd be like, why don't you just keep them? Well, if I have like, 10 100 milliliter bottles of cheapies, they're just gonna be trash if I keep them. So this one I sold to my brother-in-law because he really liked it. It's Mont Blanc Individual. I know it's a people pleaser, but it just smells like clean clothes. And I use laundry detergent. You're supposed to use laundry detergent. So I already smell like clean clothes without having to spray something that makes me smell like clean clothes. So I think I wore it twice just to test it out, and I was just like, I don't want this anymore. And he was like, I'll buy it from you. So I sold it to him. Next. Okay guys, so I never did a review on this. I know a lot of people like this. They say it's niche quality, but it's Azzaro Pour Homme Amber Fever. I like amber in my fragrances. However, this one, it smelled like something was missing in it. So I wore it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. And it never happened, and it didn't project, and it didn't last on my skin. So it was kind of silly to try to keep that one, because I was gonna keep trying to make it, and don't get me wrong, I have a lot of things that I'm waiting to grow on me right here. Encre Noir, Bentley Intense for Men, Issey Miyake, Blue DC. But this just wasn't going to be the one. I don't know. It was one of those ones where I was just like, I'm just never gonna enjoy wearing this, so I'm never gonna reach for it, so it's just a waste of money. So I flipped it on eBay, like I do with a lot of things. Next. You guys already heard me complain about this one, but I know a lot of people have the new reformulated version of Ultra Male. Yeah, you saw this coming. But on my skin, it is so faint. You've seen it in a date night fragrances rated video with Tamika where she asked me to respray it because she couldn't smell it. I love projection. I love wearing loud fragrances just because I have so many places where I can wear them out here. But that one, I could get okay longevity, maybe 4-ish hours, 4 to 6 hours, depending on the day with that one. But man, could I not get anyone to smell it. Like the one time that people could kind of smell it off me, it was 10 sprays. And this was at work in a climate controlled environment during the day where it was nice and air conditioned. So I was like, for the money that this costs, it's super not worth it when I have a lot of much better options in my collection and I'm never going to wear it. I thought, hey, I'll keep it as a collector's item, but then I was like, what's the point of having a fragrance if you're never gonna wear it? Yeah, Yeah, there's none. So I sold that one to my sister for my brother-in-law. Yeah, they end up buying a lot of my stuff. Anyways, next. Another one that you guys already know that I flipped is Swiss Arabian Chigaf. That one, to my nose, there's something in it that makes it too synthetic for me. Even though this one's a performance beast on my skin and it just lasts and lasts and lasts and projects and projects and projects, it wasn't my cup of tea, man. Like, I don't know. I don't mind synthetic fragrances because, again, like, when I buy a cheapie, I already expect that. But that one just, it was too sweet and synthetic, and, like, I just didn't feel like the ingredients were blended particularly well in this one. And again, if I already have a ton of fragrances that do what that fragrance is supposed to do, but they do it better, I can't keep it. Next. All right, so the last one on this list, not the last one that I flipped, because I'm constantly rotating these fragrances. If I get something that replaces something else, I'm not keeping them both because one of them will end up not being used at all. And again, I am really trying to not go over that 100 bottle mark. That's already a lot for one person. I can eventually use them. I'm trying to buy smaller bottles now, but flipping them has actually been really awesome because I don't end up keeping everything. So then I don't feel like I'm gonna have a bottle for like 10 years, hopefully. So the last one is gonna be Sterling Perfumes Just Jack Neroli, because I really wanted something that smelled like 4711 and it just wasn't. So now I'm kind of waiting for Neroli Canvas by Al Haramain to be in stock at where I buy them. I use fragrancebuy.ca for most of my purchases, and you get free shipping if you buy 5 bottles. So even though sometimes things are in stock, I wait because you guys know I'm not gonna pay for shipping. So that one I just didn't feel like I needed, especially because I already have Ferrari Bright Neroli and I have 4711, which I will wear all day and just keep reapplying. So it didn't make any sense for me. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a tag video. I know, right? Just like everybody else. And I'm gonna go ahead and tag Lucas Poe and Joy Amin for this. Just 10 fragrances that either you bought samples of and you just didn't feel like you needed the full bottle of, or 10 fragrances that you flipped or gifted, or just 10 fragrances that you felt like you did not need. I know we all buy a lot of samples. I don't yet, but I'll get there. But you don't want everything that you smell. Not everything is bottle worthy, as they call it. So let me know what you guys have smelled and decided, it's not for me, down in the comments section down below. If you have not already, subscribe to this channel if you want to. You know, I try to bring at least 3 to 4 videos every week, if not more. Like this video if you like it, and comment down below. Let me know what you're getting rid of. I mean, you can't keep everything, right? As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.